In this next video, I'm going to show you, this is why we needed some sort of oversight for the border. For the safety of ourselves, absolutely. The safety of our country, the safety of the immigrants themselves that are coming across the border. And why won't these facilities that are housing these immigrants allow doctors in, anyone in, except for someone that they have completely control over to let in? Some of these facilities house 2,000 to 3,000 individuals, quite a few children. I believe because, just watch the video.
5-year-old boy was found unresponsive and sadly later died.
Tonight, a volunteer shares with us that what she saw with her own eyes while inside. Our investigative reporter Bennett Haverly is here now with the story tonight. Bennett?
Yeah, Stephen and Allison, that volunteer says that she saw parts of the facility that were cold, people who were sick, and the staff inside appeared to be busy cleaning. Those inside told us similar stories. Homestead Migrant Shelter in Pilsen, one mother who asked not to be shown said her 3 children had not been seen by a doctor, and that the food is so bad they come across to buy it from vendors. Another man who asked not to appear on camera out of fear he'd be kicked out of the shelter told me his family is staying in the same large room where the 5-year-old boy who died had been living. He told me many people around him are sick, including children. Medical volunteers have raised concerns about being denied access to the shelters. On Monday, Mayor Brandon Johnson defended the city's efforts amid questions about if migrants were receiving adequate health care.
They're showing up sick. Do you hear me? They're showing up sick.
What did you make of the mayor's statement yesterday that they're coming here sick?
I'm going to say it was really shocking to me because while we know they're coming sick, we should we not? Yeah, we absolutely should. And we're just not doing that in a very efficient manner.
Veronica Saldana is the volunteer coordinator at the Pilsen Food Pantry. She was one of 2 volunteers who toured the shelter Monday afternoon, one day after the boy died. What concerns did you have?
I am really concerned for all of those sick kids. We were told that only about 30 people were seen yesterday, and there are well over 2,000 people in that shelter.
In an emailed statement said Monday night, NBC5 Investigates, the shelter operator, Favorite Healthcare Staffing, said in part, quote, "We take the safety and well-being of all shelter residents seriously. Our team is working closely with the city and other authorities to support an investigation into what occurred." Veronica told us she spoke to the parents of John Carlos Martinez Rivero, the 5-year-old boy who died. What was that like?
It's how you would imagine. You know, they're very upset, but they said they're being treated well, and just not really saying much.
And the family, we were told, was moved to another shelter where they're being provided care. An investigation is underway. The cause of the child's death is, again, not clear. We're told the parents had complained about the child having a fever, though. Favorite Healthcare Staffing has not responded so far to our follow-up questions.
See, you come in across the border, they're sick already. It's stated. You won't let health providers and health professions in because there would be someone with a voice to actually tell the truth of what's really going on inside. I would say that worker, that volunteer, if you did a follow-up, she's probably no longer able to volunteer there because they will make sure there's no voice to tell what is going on in these facilities. If you can't let health workers in, if everybody's being paid off, how do we know drugs isn't being made in there? How do we know fentanyl presses aren't being done in there? How do we know this kid didn't die of a fentanyl overdose? How do we know this child didn't die of some kind of disease that was brought here? If there's no one in there that can test and no one is speaking about it or allowed in, I demand to know what is going on in these facilities that are housing them, because if it's my tax dollars paying for this shit, then I want to know what's coming across our border, what diseases, what illnesses, and I definitely would like to know what kind of drugs are being made in these places that are housing. America's not looking so great, is it? Country crazy out.